I will share this. Okay, hello. My name is Alana,
Hey everyone, and I'm Jalecia, and we
and
are the Digital Green Book. We are here today to pretty much go over Ethereum, but we are in general just trying to educate people more on the crypto space at large and
yeah,
make all of this news that you're hearing on social media a little bit more digestible. We want to come to you with the facts, come to you with the resources, and yeah, we believe you'll have a good time once you really see that, it's just a matter of kind of learning a new lingo and getting familiar with a few sites. And we're going to be here to help you.
yeah, that part. So, mainly what I want to do today was to share my screen and go over some of the reasons why we're so invested into Ethereum and why we really believe that everyone should own some of this asset. I believe everyone should get involved with the cryptocurrency space anyway, because this is the birth of a new asset class. And to be able to get involved at the beginning of the birth of an asset class really helps you position yourself early on to see the maximum gains in the long term. So,
Okay, real quick, pause real quick. Pause.
so I'm going to share my screen here so we can go over some of our resources and some of the materials that we utilize when we're analyzing crypto. So we both study under a mentor named Curtis Cobain Branch. He educates over 500,000 people 4 times a week in the cryptocurrency space. Um, and one of the sites that he has us utilize to do a deep dive into research is CoinGecko. It's a really good starting place. It's a beginner level website where if you come up here to the top, you can type in any cryptocurrency and it'll pull up a data sheet on it. And it gives you the official website of that coin or project token. It gives you, if it's an ERC20 token, which are some tokens that happen to be Ethereum based, it'll give you like their contract code. It'll give you resources or communities that talk about the coin frequently. And further down the page, you can find more resources like a recent chart, depending on which time frame you want to look at, where you can obtain that coin at. It's a really great website. It just gives you a lot of information.
I think that's my favorite part of this website. One that little converter right there, I love that. That makes it so easy to just figure out, because if you're making a lot of transactions, sometimes you have to play with these numbers, between the fees and everything. So that's helpful. And then I really love the fact that it gives us credible exchanges to use. So we're not just simply typing in Google, where to get this from. Like CoinGecko is going to give us some very specific places. And yes, I highly recommend you come choose one of these exchanges if you're looking to purchase or swap or.
Yep, and I like this markets tab. And if when you scroll down the markets, you can literally find wherever that coin is listed, what the quoted price for it is at that moment, and how much volume is flowing through that site. So you know if a lot of people use it, if it's reputable. So this is a really handy sort of one-stop shop site. You're not going to buy coins off of here, but this is a good resource for you to come to find out where can I buy coins? Is the coin available to specific to the region that I live in? We have friends who trade all over the world, and sometimes our friends who live in London can't get some coins that we here in the US can get, or some of our friends who live in India can get coins that we can't get here in the US. So it just really depends on where you live. Another great website is the actual ethereum.org website. CoinGecko's are also really great because it lists the official sites of the coins. So on ethereum.com, there's so much great info. It it really outlines the vision of the project and just some different ways to connect with people in that community. Welcome to Ethereum. We hope you stay. There's a lot of news surrounding Ethereum specifically right now because its use case has gone up greatly especially in the last year. It's always had a good use case, meaning how much will people be able to actually utilize it. But even in the last 4 months, Ethereum has taken over 15% of the market dominance, meaning that this used to just be Bitcoin sitting up here. And we used to gauge the market strength based on what percentage Bitcoin as compared to all the other coins were involved. But Ethereum's now over 15% of the market share, and that's in a very short span of time. It's pretty impressive. But it just thumbing through the Ethereum site, you can find a lot of great resources on there if you really want to understand the project itself.
And don't overlook this. I know it's a lot of content to read initially, but this is going to really help you as you get into some of the altcoins. Like, just get familiar with their sites, because they're letting you know who they are and what they, represent, or what they want to change, or you're going to get a lot of good info off of here. It's like I said in the beginning, it's a lot to read and you might not understand the terminology, but you don't want to skip over something like this.
You really don't. So there's some exciting news coming up that we'll cover in a later video. But there's something that's going to help. A lot of people often criticize Ethereum because when they're trying to buy it or buy projects or tokens that are based off of its blockchain, there's a lot of fees that come associated with Ethereum. The street name is gas fees. But if you come up here on CoinGecko, you can always get a good gauge about how expensive it's going to be to swap a project out based on its GUI. So our general rule of thumb is a GUI of 40 or less is really, really good. That means you'll have just a couple of dollars worth of gas fees or Ethereum fees whenever buying an Ethereum project or Ethereum itself. And as you can see, it tells you when you hover over it what right now at this particular time, what the GUI is for fast, standard, and safe. And a really good site to go to if you want to check it, because GUI, the gas fees fluctuate second to second. It's almost like, if you're driving up the street in your car and you actually need to put gas in your car, you don't know how much gas is going to cost until you get to the gas station. Some days it's cheap, some days it's high. But there's a handy tool that you can come to track gas fees, where you can get a notification to your phone to let you know when gas fees are more optimal. If you come to how.xyz, I'll just type it in again for you so you can see it from the beginning. When you come here, you can hit start. And I've already created an account here. All I needed was an email. But when you come here, you're going to come onto the Explore page and you're going to scroll down until you get to Chainlink. And you're going to click on Explore Recipes once you're hovered up under Chainlink. And there's something here called track gas price. So when you use this recipe, you literally can come here and say, be notified when the gas in GUI is less than whatever number you want to type in. I have a few notifications that get pushed to my Gmail when gas, I set one for 50 and I set one for 40. So when the gas is low, I'll get a push notification and I'm like, I don't care what I'm doing. Let me stop and come make some transactions because this is an optimal time to get involved. Yeah.
That's so helpful, because it just saves you time from having to get on, check, and life happens. And so, for us, we're in and out of a lot of projects right now. So it's very helpful to have a tool that, it just takes out some of that work of coming on, logging in, checking. Oh, it's not a good time. Let me come back, check in. Nah. Just get signed up with something like this and you're good.
That part. Because if I could be notified when there's a really great sale at the grocery store, honey, let me tell you.
Right.
But one of the projects or one of the protocols that are coming out that we're really, really excited about coming out soon is EIP 1559. This is specifically in relation to Ethereum, and it's monitoring when the gas fees will be able to come down. There's a few things that'll take place. I don't want to go too deeply into it because we're going to cover it on a later video, but this is coming up shortly in February of this year. So stay tuned and check back in, and we're going to get you some more information about that. Additionally, we just wanted to briefly mention one of the co-creators of Ethereum, the entire Ethereum project blockchain, is this young man, Vitalik Buterin. And as of when we're filming this video, his birthday is tomorrow. Holy bananas. it's so amazing to me that he's only 26 years old and he's involved with something that's become as massive as Ethereum. I mean, looking back, there's over $1 trillion in the cryptocurrency space right now, and 15% of that market dominance is held by Ethereum. 85% of the coins and tokens are built on Ethereum. So that's pretty impressive that a young man like this can be part of such a humongous project. Later on, I'll have this tab up too. We also want to talk about some competitor projects coming up soon, Polkadot, but we'll save that for a later video as well.
Yeah. You want to stick around for that because this is a coin that's definitely in our top 5. So yeah.
That part. And also, when you first come to CoinGecko and you just get to the site, it tells you what the top 5 projects are right now. And there's Polkadot sitting there at number 5 with over $1 billion in 24 hours of a trading volume. Like, people are really involved and invested in these projects. So you want to stay plugged in.
Yes. And it's so funny because it changes every day, like this space is moving incredibly fast. So if you're not plugged in, like on the daily, you can easily miss something that's 1 cent going to $1 overnight. Something crazy. It's not that crazy because it happens, but
it happens.
Yeah, it's nowhere else. Nowhere else you're going to experience this type of growth.
I'll never forget when our mentor, we were on a live education session with him, Curtis Cobain Branch, and he actually told us about Zor, and he had us get involved back when Zor was only, I want to say it was before that actually. We got involved when Zor was about $5. Has it been that long? Yeah, it's been about 6 months. Whoa, bananas. Yeah, it was in the end of July when we first got involved with Zor. And now I'm looking at where Zor's sitting today, and that just blows my mind. But some good tips that we just want to say pretty much in every video before we head out. You don't actually own your crypto if you're trading on platforms like Acorn or Robinhood or PayPal, because those sort of sites don't actually give you the private keys to your coins. If you plug in, we can give you some tips on how you can actually safely store your crypto. But if you're looking to own your crypto, like it's actually yours, you probably want to look into some other platforms to do your trading on.
Most definitely. Great point, because a lot of people right now everything that's happened this week, people are scrambling. They don't know what to do. They're investing for the first time, which is awesome, but it's probably not the route that we would recommend, but it's not too late if you are someone that's purchased crypto, or because you didn't technically purchase it, but if you interacted with crypto on one of those apps, we definitely need to talk.
That part.
And again, come to the site CoinGecko, scroll to the bottom. It's going to let you know where you can get these projects from.
Right. Like when you scroll down and come to exchange, these are exchanges where you can actually own crypto from, ownership. And I don't happen to see Robinhood or Acorn or PayPal right there. So
we're not going to do that. But stick around because we have a lot of resources we want to share. Again, we want to make this easy to understand for the newest person, because we do believe this is just going to be, this is the future. This is what's happening right now, and we can get in front of the wave, just educating ourselves and listening to those that have experience, listen to those that have made the mistake. So, it's going to save you a lot of money, a lot of heartache. But I've enjoyed this video myself.
Me too.
And I definitely look forward to the next one.
Bye.